Good evening. I think I'm the only speaker this evening who is not running in Luxembourg town, and so I will be a little bit more general maybe with my presentation also. We were asked to answer the question why Luxembourgish foreign and national voters should vote green in these communal elections. Well, to us Greens, the answer is very simple, because Green wirkt, which means as much as green works. The Greens in Luxembourg are a young, dynamic and open party. From our start 35 years ago, we have worked our way up from militant groups to government participation, still standing up to the ideas that marked our origins. Up till today, the Green Party is resolutely turned toward the future, a future in which the coming generations will be able to live all over the world with at least the same quality of life that we are experiencing today in our Western countries. This is our vision, and to get there, we need to take action, and we need results at many different levels. From 1983 up till today, Greens have been trendsetters. Many of our theses over the years have been taken up by other parties and movements. But the world is changing fast. To achieve our goals on a planet with ever-growing numbers of humans exploiting ever-shrinking national resources, we Greens think that Luxembourg should be a leading actor in the necessary transition towards new society models. One of our important mottos is think global, act local. Of course, I won't be able in 7 minutes to go through all the details of our proposals in favor of a better quality of life in our country. And I surely won't be able to get to the level of each commune in Luxembourg, as the challenges are different in each of them, and so are the political programs of our sections there. I simply would like to take up two major fields of green thinking and action on communal and national level. Let's first talk about green economy models and then go on to mobility. Luxembourg's ecological footprint is one of the biggest in the world, exceeding even that of the United States of America. Green Minister Karol Dieschbourg was one of the leading politicians that contributed to the adoption of the Paris Climate Agreement in 2015. To implement this agreement means to change our ways. We Greens think that there are many opportunities to grasp in developing new industrial and business concepts that will make our planet a cleaner and greener place. New initiatives like that of the Luxembourg Climate Finance Action Task Force, bringing together the Luxembourg government and industry experts in a common effort to fight climate change, are very important, and we will strive to support and develop them further. We are also proud that the first green exchange worldwide is in Luxembourg, and that 50% of the world's green bonds are listed at Luxembourg's stock exchange, positioning our country as an international center for climate finance. Diversification of the economy and controlling the country's population growth are also very important to the Greens. We need to attract clean industries, and we need to support technical innovation in many domains. As Greens, we encourage startup companies as well as bottom-up grassroots movements working on concepts towards an increased resource efficiency, a sharing economy, and the implementation of circular economy models. Of course, many of these are partly national concerns, but action has to be taken also on communal level. One example of green action in this domain is the 1535 degrees creativity hub in Differdange. So let's come to my second theme this evening, mobility. Luxembourg is known as the country of short distances. Although this works very well on business and political levels, it doesn't turn out to be that much of an advantage in terms of getting to work and back. Actually, according to the Rifkin report, about the third industrial revolution in Luxembourg, our country is today the fourth most congested in Europe. This has to change, and we Greens have been among the first to promote more public transport and more soft mobility, pedestrian and by bicycle. You can see that green works in our transport policy in Luxembourg City, since Greens have been part of Luxembourg City Council in a coalition with our colleagues from the DP. The city has greatly developed its cycling infrastructure with bicycle tracks, elevators and projects of bridges between city quarters and a bike rental system. The first electric buses are now running on several bus lines, and the new electric tram is fast on track, due to start in December this year. You might even have tested it last weekend on its first public runs. Former governments invested billions of euros in building ever more roads and tunnels, which turned out to be clogged almost as fast as they were put into service. We have seen that new roads end up attracting even more traffic. The Green Minister of Transport, Françoise, is the first to invest more than 60% of governmental mobility budget into public transportation. In the next years, these efforts have to be continued and new ideas have to be developed, because we are still a long way from getting rid of our daily traffic jams. Car and bike sharing systems have to be developed, and apps that allow car drivers to take on passengers have to be installed and promoted. There is no single solution to solving our mobility problems, but we Greens have many more ideas and lots of energy to invest in the implementation of new ways in mobility. This is another of many reasons why Luxembourgish national and foreign voters should vote Green. A total of 466 Green candidates are running this year in 34 communes out of 45 voting by lists. Among them are almost 49% of women, by far the highest percentage among Luxembourgish parties. Among them are also 11% of non-Luxembourgish candidates. So remember, Green wirkt, Green works, and look out for our candidates on list 1.